Much love, peace and plants. I got a message for you, whoever need to hear this, John, right here. You are worthy. You are strong. You are willing and you are able. There is nothing that you cannot do. Even if you think you have a roadblock or barrier, it's not you in the way. It's your mind in the way. You got to remove your mind. You got to put your spirit in places where your spirit wants to be. I always speak about giving plants exactly what they want. We don't give too much water to something that doesn't need all that much water. And the same thing with plants is the same thing with you. You are worthy. Plants know this. Look, they bloom on time. Their leaves come out on time. The bark changes color at time. Sometimes it's a little smoother. Sometimes it's very, very rough. The tree knows what it wants, and so do we. You are worthy. Don't let anybody tell you that you're not. I know there's been things in your life that make you question yourself. It makes you question your abilities. It makes you second guess. But I'm telling you, do not. Dreams exist for a reason, and your first thought does as well. You want to take the advice of people as a mustard seed, because just like a seed, we have everything that we need inside of us, inside of our spirit, packed in one big, beautiful spirit. We have everything that we need. You just have to trust yourself. You just got to walk in faith. Walk in faith. A very good way to get yourself acclimated with the frequency of nature is to do what nature does. Just stand sometimes. Just stand. Allow the wind to blow. Allow things to happen around you. How long do you think these trees have been here? Through the storm, through people calling it names and saying, oh, blah, blah, and blah again. It doesn't matter. You just keep it moving. The tree still blooms. No matter if someone says, I don't like the smell of those flowers. Someone says, oh, those flowers are messy. Oh, I don't like the color of those flowers. It really doesn't matter what we like. Nature continues to prevail. It knows exactly what job it has to do. Dianthus will not bloom at the same time or the same exact way as a lavender plant. Columbine will not bloom the same way as a Tilia cordata. Everything has its place for a reason. And so does the redbud. Very, very beautiful. And look at this, guys. Don't coop yourself up in the house. Don't go to work, come home, and that's it. Don't do that to yourself. Do you understand? It's nature out here. It's medicine out here. It's people to talk to out here. It'll help you get out of a rut that you're in. I'm telling you. But if you barricade yourself, you will never see the beautiful blooms. You will never see the flowers. You will never see the new trees, the new life. You can't keep doing the same thing, guys. Just indulge yourself. Believe in yourself. There was somebody who told me two things a few years ago. I got told that I was very inquisitive. This was years ago when I started my botanical journey, my agricultural journey. Look at that nasturtium and the azalea and winter creeper and petunias. And now what I hear is that I am the master and I own it. I am the botanical master, not of names, not of texture, but of spirit. And that is very important, to know the spirit of a plant, and it's only because I worked through my spirit. Everything that I'm saying right now to you, I did. I ingested my words. Look at this euonymus, just beautiful. It lives and it dies. Give them what they want at all times. I hope this video can help somebody out there, can put you back on your path, and remind you that you are worthy. Remind you that no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you've done, there's always still time. There's always still time to grow. And I want you never to stop growing. Don't stop the growth. Don't stop the growth. Be like nature. Continue to grow, 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 grow. Don't stop. Don't stop. Sometimes you need somebody to just believe in you, even though you might know what you're doing. Sometimes you need a reassurance, and here I go with the reassurance. There's the reassurance. You don't need anything else, guys. I promise you. I've done it. I blocked everything out and opened myself to nature. Blocked everything out, opened myself up to nature. And I don't mean the names, what we call these plants, and what somebody actually named these plants. Usually a person that named the plant where it stands, the name that we know it of, is not even indigenous to the place that the plant is indigenous to. So that doesn't matter. Names don't matter. What matters is the energy. What matters is the spirit of the plant. There's so much that can be done with that. There is so much. You wouldn't even believe it. I have so many stories, and I'm going to start to come out here on YouTube and just share this with you guys. I'm going to take you along on my walks and just share things that I've been through, things that I've seen that are unbelievable, that you will not believe. Just absolute beauty. Stay tuned. There's so much more to learn. There's so much more to do. We haven't even started. Oh, look at this Photinia. Just amazing. Look at that Photinia in the roses. Oh, just amazing. There's so much more to do. You haven't even started. I haven't even started. You have to understand that every situation, every place, every situation is a time to learn. And everything you do. There is a time to learn. You just have to find that teaching moment or that learning moment, because sometimes you have to show up. Sometimes you just don't know how you're showing up, but you got to be willing to be the teacher or the learner or the student, okay? You're not always a teacher. I'm not always a teacher. Sometimes you have to learn. Sometimes you must learn. Sometimes you must sit quietly and learn. Learn about your surroundings before you open your mouth, before you even open your mind. It could be somebody else's destiny, and you will never understand it like they will. So listen. Listen. Listen to the sounds of nature. Listen to the sounds of your heartbeat. Feel the blood flowing through your veins. You are real. It is real. Your mind is real, and your thoughts are too. Get this ajuga, and the periwinkle. That's pretty nice. Oh, and Catinus cagagria. Look at that, the smoke tree. It's not in bloom right now. Sometimes you just want to listen. Slow down and listen. There's so much that has to be said. And when you understand and respect the art of listening and educating, like I said, you never know. Sometimes you might need to be the educator. Sometimes you are the student. But when you master that concept, I promise you, you'll be a lot better. You'll feel light as a feather. This is the meditation. This is the meditation. This is the meditation. If anybody's going through a hard time or anything, you can always reach out to me. Always. I'm a very, 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 very good person to talk to. Believe it or not. Stand firm. Sometimes there's things that you're doing in your mind and you're like, what? I've never seen it done before. I've never even heard of anybody doing this. And it's because it is your dream. It is because it is your creation. And you feel so much power from it because the human race needs it so much. Nature needs it so much. They need what you have to offer so much. But sometimes you stop because you think it's too far-fetched. You think nobody will understand you. Nobody will buy my product. But I promise you, and I guarantee you, the same way as we go up to trees that just stand there. They don't promote themselves. They don't go online. They don't go on YouTube and say, hey, look at me. They stand there and everyone flocks around them. This is the energy that trees hold, that plants hold. We flock around them. We glorify the beauty of the plants. Plants stand. We glorify the beauty of plants. They stand. They don't move. There's people, me included, there are many people who go to the same place each and every year to see a plant bloom, to see a plant's bark peel a certain way, or to smell the flower of the plant. This is very, very important. And it happens without promotion. Isn't that something? The trees pay absolutely no money, okay, for promotion in order for us to come say, oh my goodness, what is this? What is this? Trees are like Beyonce and Jay-Z and Taylor Swift. Trees are like Taylor Swift. Come on, man. This is a serious thing. Be like the tree. Be like the plant. Be like the nature that you see. Be like that. I promise you. There is a invisible line. There are many, many invisible lines that you see, almost like airplanes in the sky, right? They have their direction that they go. You know, they know, oh, I can't go too much to the left right now. I can't go too much to the right? We don't see it, but the pilot knows. He's educated himself thoroughly. He understands, oh, I know what's going on here. And he understands the frequency of the sky, right? We are the same way as plant people. As the human race, every human being is a plant person, whether you know it or not. You are. You eat them. You breathe because of them. You use them in your ointments and things. You take medication. What do you think they are? Always, always understand the frequency of what you're dealing with. If you do not know the frequency, you will lose every single time. This is beautiful. You will lose every single time. Understand the frequency of nature. Start to take one plant at a time. If you don't know what you're dealing with, if you don't know cultivars of what, deal with one thing at a time. One thing at a time. See this hibiscus, hydrangea? There are so many different cultivars of hydrangea. We actually just passed one. I didn't say anything about it, but that's a hydrangea quercifolia. This is a beautiful hydrangea. I cannot remember the species right now. I want to say Macrophylla, possibly. But this cultivar of hydrangea can actually be, the flower can actually be manipulated by the soil, depending on how much acid or alkaline you actually put in your soil. You can change the color to like a blue. Is this you?
It's my friend.
Yes. Okay. One thing at a time. Don't overwhelm yourself. I know hundreds of thousands of plants in my head. How long do you think it took? It took years. It took years to even be able to pronounce the Latin of all of these plants. Years, a very, very, very long time. But never give up. Start with one plant at a time and go from there. And when I say start with one plant, it should take you about 2 weeks, a week and a half or 2 weeks before you go to the next one. Hello? It should take you about a week and a half, 2 weeks before you go to the next plant, because you want to know everything. You want to know if this plant is used medicinally in any kind of way. Has it ever been used? Who's used it? How do they use it? Does it have a flower? What does the flower smell like? What insects are attracted to this flower? You can start to manipulate nature. Guys, come on, I'm giving you the keys right now. You can manipulate nature by what you plant in your garden. You can manipulate the hummingbirds, the certain kinds of butterflies. What do you want? You find out what they eat. You start off with one plant at a time. I urge everybody to do it by plant, but you can do it by insect. Go and see what insects are in your region and what they eat, because not all of them are predatory. Not all of them are gonna attack everything that you have, right? Some of them are beneficial. We have many, 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 many beneficial insects that help us, right? Like the ladybug. I have a video talking about the ladybug, right? The ladybug is very, very beneficial. And I call it the pit bull of botany. It is the pit bull. If you do not have, and I'm calling it a pit bull because of the way that the news, and I don't believe so. I actually have American bullies, right? But pit bulls have gotten a really, really bad name for the things that they've done. And the ladybug acts like what we think the pit bull is, okay? The ladybug acts that way toward insects, toward so many things that attack our plants. It's not even funny, okay? So understand that. Like I said, one plant at a time. It should take you a week and a half or so. And then if you can find a friend, if you have any kids, teach them what you learned. Because when you teach them what you learned, you become better. If you're studying a maple tree, depending on what cultivar of maple tree, if I'm not mistaken, it's a sugar maple, right? If you are studying that, then you want to know everything about the maple tree, the cultivar that you're dealing with. You want to know about the name. You want to know where it's actually from. You want to know the alternate or opposite, like I always talk about. You want to know if the leaves are alternate or opposite. One plant at a time. I walk past here a lot. You guys do a beautiful job. I'm doing a YouTube right now. I won't put you on, but I love what you guys do.
Thank you very much.
And I'm teaching about this. That's
And
it.
we're putting the marigolds up to try
Oh,
to keep
look,
the
so-
dogs from peeing on our plants and our tree.
But our tree does not look good.
But our tree is
No. What was this, a cherry tree?
Yeah.
This was a cherry
It
tree.
was beautiful.
Oh, man.
We'll try again next year.
Yeah,
Wow.
we'll get
You know
there.
what, though? Sometimes it's not. Was the tree here before you guys?
No, we put it in, but it started to blossom. Then we had those 3 or 4 days that were below 32, and it just died immediately.
It happens.
So
Yeah.
we'll put another one.
And then you guys have sunflowers.
So because the tree's already dead, I figured let's put the sunflowers.
That
in.
is-
They'll look pretty. And
Look at the. Do you guys hear this? So, and then do you see even the
have a good
the
one.
fine art? Okay, have a
Yeah,
nice
There's a
one.
bunch of drops
Yes.
over there. You can pick
Do
up
you
the
s-
bag if you want.
Look at that. Do you see the fine art and how beautiful this is? Do you see that? So the tree is actually dying right now. There's a few things that I may have said to help them out a little bit, but we're all on a time crunch right now. But this can be replaced. We'll speak about this. And then you see the marigolds going around. Very, very nice people. And that's another thing, right? Plant people are so kind. They are really, really nice people because they understand nature. They understand, hey, I can't be mean. I can't be, saying things that way. I can't do things that way. I have to be very kind. I have to show people, the reflection of nature. I have to be kind. I have to be this way. You do have some plants that are bullies, right? You got some real treacherous plants that will kill any type of a plant around, just choke the roots out, choke them out. You got some ivy, you got poison ivy. Got a really nice video on poison ivy. Please go check that video out. A lot of us know or think we know what poison ivy looks like until you actually get it. Look at this beautiful, beautiful, magnificent. These begonias and coleus. Look at this, the different cultivars. Again, a different cultivar just means a different color, a different texture of leaf, a different, creeping Jenny in there too. Look at that, creeping Jenny. Different cultivar means a different color. Different colors, different colors. Geraniums, different colors. They have different colors of geranium, pelargonium. They have different cultivars. It's the color that we're after. Okay. Now back to the poison ivy. If you don't know what it looks like, please, 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 please check my video out before you get it. Because look, the summer is only heating up faster. It's getting more humid. And that poison ivy is only coming out even more with that red tinge as it comes out with the glossiness on it. And it just looks so amazing, right? You want to go up to it. You see it's so glossy and waxy looking. And then you touch it and it's over. It's over. It's over. Look at this bamboo, guys. Look at this bamboo. Now, we know how I feel about this bamboo. Look, look, look. They can't do anything about it. Look. Now, we know how I feel about this bamboo. I'm not sure if they planted it in concrete, not concrete, in metal, a metal structure or not. I hope so. I really, really do. Because if not, it's so close to the house that it might do some damage. It will do damage. Trust and believe. Guys, be you. Show off who you are. Be the biggest flower that you can be. Smell the best, look the best, have the prettiest petioles. Be the ultimate cultivar that you can be. The ultimate cultivar that you can be. Very, very important. And make sure to eat healthy and do the right thing. Like these onions here and these tomatoes. Make sure to eat the right way, think the right way. Do the right thing. There's even some weeds that we can eat. That's a whole nother story, guys. I'll put you D. Much love, peace and plants. Remember, everything I said is all for you. I mean it. This is not orchestrated. I didn't practice this. I just press play. It's all for you. Much love.